Hey y'all, good morning. Okay, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Good morning, hey. Hey, boo. Latrice, Heavenly, Thomas, Empress, Bridget, Cheeky, Magnetic, Joan, Fire, Charlotte, Foots, Jada, Deborah, hey. Hey, Emmy, hey. Cece, hey. Preacher, Bridget. All right, let's get into it. Welcome back to my channel. This is Adana, also known as the Afro Scene. And today I'm reading for the Beautiful Handsome Collective. Hi, Collective. Flowers, 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 two more times. Flowers, 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 one more time. Flowers, flowers, flowers. Yes, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell to book a private reading or to shop in my store. All that information is in the description box below. Okay. All right, let's get into it. So, channel message here is ambush failed. Okay. So, you got somebody that's really unhinged from the past. They won't let the past go, or they won't let you go. For some odd reason, very odd, strange reason, this person really feels like that they have complete control over your life. We all know that they don't, but this is how they truly feel. And it irritates them to no end. It infuriates them to no end that you're not listening to them, you're not paying attention to them, you're not laying down like some form of a doormat, you're not doing any of the foolish things that they just want you to do. Okay? So, what they're trying, oh, let me go into my dream state. So, my dream state, 2 nights before, I was in a room. It was just me and my spirit, or my spirit team. And we was in this dark, dark room. It gave me more like, when if you ever watched the movie 1 Hour Photo with Robin Williams, Robin Williams, and in order for you to process the photo, you have to be in like a dark room, I guess, because of the delicacy of the, guess, the snapshot. I don't know. I'm not a photographer. I don't know all of the dimensions and stuff like that, but I do know that when you are fixing to make the photos into an actual visible thing for the person that why are y'all so hyped today? Where my admins at? Get these heifers out of here. Okay. Anywho, to process the photo, it needs to be in a dark space. Well, for whatever reason, I'm not sure. But anywho, I say all that to say here, I was in a dark room like that. It was like a photograph, like a place where you process photos. And it was completely dark, but they had infrared in there, the color infrared. There were two people in there. It was a masculine and it was a feminine energy. So it could be mother or father, it could be an ex-spouse, ex-lover, and their lover, their spouse, whatever. There were two people working together like a Bonnie and Clyde type of thing. And they were trying to quietly set up something to get you to be ambushed. Well, as they kept talking about this ambush here, the woman was actually leading this whole debacle here because the masculine is wanting to pull out from what they're trying to do towards you here. The reason why the masculine is trying to pull out here is because they don't feel like you don't deserve what's going on. So at the time, they were all on board. Yeah, 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 let's do it, let's do it. Yeah, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, da, da, da. But as time progresses and they realize just how much trouble that they're in or could be in, or how much more trouble that they're adding in regards to what they're doing here, this masculine energy is now pulling out. So you're going to have to take that, how that resonates here, okay? They even went as far as trying to travel towards you in a group setting. So if they know where you live, if they know the city or the state that you reside, okay? It's not going to resonate with everybody, so it's a collective read. But if they were trying to come towards you in a group setting here, and there was, so let's just say there were 5 people within the group, right? But there's 1 or 2 people that you don't know that's in the group, but they're still bringing them along or tagging them along because they want those two people that you don't know to actually finish it out or to do the actual job, okay? That's not going to work. I did see a group of people in some form of like a car or a van like type of something, and they got into a really, really bad, like a fatal car wreck. Okay. And this is them trying to come towards you. That's not going to work. Okay. That failed. It was more like a final destination type of thing that was happening because they were so adamant. This woman is so adamant that she has control over you, or she's so adamant that things happen to you in a very negative way, and it's not going to happen. So if they try to come towards you, piling up like sardines within a clown car, because we're dealing with clowns here, that's going to fail. It's going to be some form of a fatal car wreck. So whatever. The next one here was that they were trying to create a fake hysterical scenario. So they're trying to see what buttons they can push with you to get you out of your safe space or your safe zone, okay? They may resort to heckling. They may resort to calling you from unknown numbers. They may leave you very frantic messages, voicemails, things of that nature, because they're trying to figure out what is going to affect you. They're not able to figure that out yet. And it really irritates them or makes them very upset that they don't know, we'll just say your kryptonite. They don't know what your kryptonite is, okay? Even though you could be a very vulnerable person, a very open and, well, outspoken person, they still don't know the deeper parts or the deeper intricate parts about you, okay? The next one is, so they were trying to create a fake scenario, and that's not going to work. What they're really mad about is that you are telling the truth as to who they are, okay? And they can't handle that. When they had their little moments, when they were speaking ill of you towards other people behind your back, that was A-okay. It was fine. You just had to sit there and take it. But now that the tables have turned and you come in with nothing but truth, it really is bothering them here, okay? So they're mad because you showed people who they truly are. They were trying to show people who you truly were, but just not in the way that they didn't want people to see you as to how you presented yourself to the world. They wanted people to see you as to how they presented you to the world. They're upset that you've exposed or you told the truth about them being a PDF. Y'all figure that out. If you don't know, figure it out. They're a PDF. They're a liar. There are various unalived individuals that they have done to as well. You're just spilling all the tea and you don't give not one flying F, 2, 3, or 4. Okay? You don't care. And by you not caring and by you not entertaining the foolishness that they're trying to push onto you here, it just makes them, they're really upset at you, and you're trying to pull out all of the big reins or the big pew-pews to try to get you to stop speaking. My whole thing is, this is my thing with all of this so-called secrets. If you're doing wickedness, or if you're doing foul things, or you're trying to throw rocks and then hide your hand behind the rock that you threw, your secrets are not safe. Again, just because somebody is by themselves does not mean that they're by themselves, okay? Some people, and I'll put myself in this part here, some people's intuition becomes their best friend, and that's me. I love my intuition. My intuition is my ride or die. What's up? You said what? No, don't go. My intuition is always going to be my best friend. My intuition is a part of me, and I love the hell out of me. So I'm never going to go against what my intuition is telling me. So you're going to have a very hard time trying to disconnect me from my best friend, because the best friend is within me. If that makes sense. So you're going to have a hard time trying to disconnect me from something that's with me. Anywho. All of these things, them being a PDF, them lying, them setting up people, them trying to harm people, this is not something that is new. This has been going on for many generations, many eras But in those generations, in those eras, everything was quiet on a hush hush. Hey, Bemba, everything was quiet and everything was hush hush. Well, this time around, my life path number is a 9. Yes, I'm a humanitarian. Yes, I'm a 9. That's my life path number. I'm a 9. But anywho, so all of these things, them sleeping with the same sex and all of these things have been played out for so long through many centuries, generations, and eras. What makes it different now is that we're not keeping quiet. We speaking up. So that's what separates us from them. We're not staying quiet. We're not chirping. We up loud. You hear when the birds come out and you see the sun come out, the first thing you hear is them birds chirping really loud because them birds want you to know that they there. Them birds want you to know how beautiful they sound as they chirp, chirp, chirp in the morning. That makes sense. So for them to feel like these secrets are secrets, it's not a secret. It's not. Like I said, it's been happening for many, many years, centuries, and so forth and so forth. They don't like the fact that things are changing. They don't like the fact that it is you speaking out against them. They don't like the fact that not only are you speaking out against them, that they can't touch or put any type of harm onto you. That's the main reason why they're acting so crazy and so unhinged. Because again, as I mentioned, if it's not the truth, why are you acting so unstable? If I don't care, listen, get Trump in a, listen, this is not a politics page. Make your own YouTube channel, boo, and you can rant and rave about Trump. You can rant and rave about Biden. Take that BS over there, okay? Go over there. If y'all, listen, don't piss me off on this Good Monday. Go elsewhere with that. I don't care about who's who and what. If you are waiting for them to determine how you want to live your life, well, then I don't know what to tell you. I'm living my life on my own terms, and nobody's going to stop me from doing what I need to do. Okay? Now, let's keep moving forward. Anybody, if y'all see anybody posting anything about politics, get them out of here. Okay? This is not a politics page. Okay? This is a spiritual tarot oracle motivational page. Okay? All right, now let's keep going. Confirmation. Even my iPad say, anywho, let's keep going. What was I saying? So they're mad at you because you're speaking out in regards to them. They're mad at you because you won't stay quiet. They're mad at you because they can't catch you, or they can't put you in a bind, or they can't caught you up. So these are the many different reasons as to why they're truly upset here. And this is why this is the last resort. Then they feel like that the last resort here is to try to ambush you, to get you to come somewhere, which you're not going to. You're not going to go anywhere with anyone from the past. They know that. This is why they're trying to get someone that you are not aware of, someone that looks easy on the eyes, that might have the gift of gab, might be very salacious with their words or the way that they speak towards people, but in a very like hidden way. And they're trying to get this person to come towards you, to like woo you, to sweep you off your feet and do all different types of foolishness here. And it's just not going to work. Karmic. Karmic. It's not going to work, Heffa. Okay. Hey, Brittany. It's not. Hey, David. It's not going to work. It's just not going to work. The journey has ended before it even started. Change is in reverse. The journey has ended before it even started. Okay, this is something that you are not supposed to be aware about. You're not supposed to be aware that they're trying to ambush you. You're not supposed to be aware that they're very upset or angry and irate at you. You're not supposed to know that people are trying to find things and where you stay, or more so where you hang out with. Like, you're not supposed to know these things, because at the end of it all, if you know these things, it's not an ambush. It's not an ambush. We have courtship. courtship in reverse. In bad health. Oh, man. What I say, we're really dealing with individuals that are super unintelligent, man. Super, 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 super unintelligent. They got me in tears. Oh, man. We have courtship and bad health. It's so bad because they can't beat you. It is so bad that you, and I'll say you're causing a lot of you're causing a lot of destruction and disarray in this couple's life. So as I mentioned, it could be a mother and a father, it could be an ex and their lover, a spouse, ex-spouse, however it resonates. It could be a friend and their lover, however it resonates in your story, okay? Take it how it resonates, because the collective read, okay? But there is a couple that's trying to work together, coming up against you, and it's not working. It ended before it began. The courtship in reverse and the bad health is upright. So the courtship tells me in reverse that they can't stick together or they can't be on one accord because everything that they try to do or have tried to do has completely ended up in a disarray here. So it's a lot of arguing and fighting, and it's causing bad health between the two, the two clowns. What else, Spirit? That's the message here. You may, however it resonates, you may receive a message from a man, again, however it resonates in your story, but there is a man here that is wanting to back out. There's a man that does not no longer want to be involved in the situation here because they're realizing that the heat is hot. We do have judication here, okay? They don't know this, but I'm going to tell you, okay? So I also was able to pick up on some, we'll say Fed activities. I was able to pick up on that. And they were actually tapping their phone. It's like a Morse code. I don't know if you are aware of what Morse code is. It was more of a form or method that people used way back when they were trying to get some form of a message or telecommunicative message across to whoever, however. So they would use like Morse codes. It'd be like, beep, 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 beep. It sounds just like that. So unbeknownst to them, what they're going to know now because they're watching, Feds have been successful in tapping into this so-called ambush here, okay? Now, with this main male here, he do have some form of intuition, somewhat type of, meaning his discernment is now starting to peak a bit, but it's peaking into where it's showing him that what he's doing is very dangerous towards you. Okay, yes, SOS. It is very dangerous to come up against you here, and is putting this person in a very, very, very unnerving energy of just anxiety, nervousness, like other people within the group. Come on, let's do it. You said you was going to do it. And they're like backing out. No, man, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to get in trouble anymore. I don't want to go to jail. Like that's the type of conversation that's being had, which is why the courtship is not working out. Whoever they're currently with, they're very upset that they're backing out. Because there's just too much evidence that's piling up against them here. And they don't want to be a part of it anymore. They don't. They're like having they're second guessing themselves here. Yeah, great fortune is in reverse. So someone has promised this group of people great fortune to hurt you, to ambush you, okay? But they're not seeing the money or they haven't saw the money. So you're just telling me, hey, this is an X amount of money, whatever. And it's in the five figures, 20,000, 40,000. It's in the five figures that they were offering to put over your head here, okay? And of course, it didn't work. But let's just say they're like, well, I'll give you such and such. I'll give you five figures if you come towards the collective and harm them. And they, oh, yeah, okay, yeah, all right, yeah, we on board. And the way that they were doing it here, There was no money to, there wasn't enough money exchange. So they said they're offering 5 figures. They probably give him like $1,000. Okay, here, let me just set you off with 1,000 real quick. And if you do the rest, you'll get the rest, you know? And this is where this main male or this masculine here is realizing that something is off here, because it's like, well, you say you're going to give us this amount, but I only got this amount. And I tried or attempted to do whatever I could towards a collective, and it didn't work. Great fortune. So they're actually fighting over money right now. False person. Man, unexpected income is in reverse. They're fighting over money right now. They are. Yeah, they're fighting over money right now. The false person is, because they can't come towards you. This woman, as I mentioned, is some form of either a married couple or just a couple that's together. They could be married, actual married. They could be a common law couple, or they're just together. You know what I mean? But they may come off as married. But if that makes sense, or however that resonates here. Okay. But yeah, this is what they were trying to do towards you. This is what they were trying to do towards you. They wanted you in poverty first. Well, I'll put it this way. They wanted to give you a gift, or they want to come off as if they're giving you a gift. And then if you would have accepted the gift, they assumed the gift would have put you in poverty, because if you do, this is how they think things, right? If you don't have money, or if you don't have the resources, you won't be able to move around or move forward. Hear me and hear me well when I say that. I've been at the bottom, the lowest of my lowest. I've been homeless. I lost my car. I was pregnant with my 4th child. I had to give food out. I've been through the worst of the worst. Hear me and hear me well. But what I realized, even though despite me not having all of the basic necessities at the time when I was going through what I was going through, I still wasn't lacking. I still wasn't lacking. So even though they are attempting to put you in poverty, or if you might be in a poverty or impoverished, because it's all about the mind, okay? You might be in impoverished mindset right now, but the moment that you shift or change the way that you think mentally, things are going to open up for you, okay? It has to begin within the mind. Okay, you have to let go of that impoverished mindset, the lack of not having, because whatever you want is all around you. Okay, you take that how you need to take that. Thank you. Okay. So they assume that if you were in poverty, down to the bottom of the bottom, you don't have anything, whatever, it was going to put you in a position where you're going to become frantic, or you're going to become afraid, or you're going to become scared. You don't know what to do, who to go to, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, right? This is where they wanted you to be, because if you're at your lowest or at your bottom, initially, they wanted you to do it to yourself. Initially, they wanted to take everything away from you, the things that they thought that mattered, money, house, car, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. They wanted to deplete you from that and then put you in this impoverished mindset to the point where you take care of yourself in this way. That didn't happen. That didn't work. Okay. Now, because that didn't work, now what they're trying to do is they're trying to come around you, congregate towards you here to physically do something to you. The spell work is not working. You not harming yourself is not working. And you bet not harm yourself. Let me tell you something here. Okay. Collective sidebar real quick. Okay. Don't be out here hurting yourself, boo. Don't allow anyone to defeat you in any type of way when it comes to who you truly are. Remember, people are always going to try to project or push their foul nastiness onto you, because that's how they truly feel about themselves. And the moment that you're able to realize that, yes, even though they're saying these very harsh, vile things towards you, does not mean that that's who you are. Okay, they wanted you to be mentally gone or mentally insane to the point where you harm yourself. And I'm telling you here, you better not harm yourself. Okay, don't do that to yourself, boo. You got stuff to do. Okay, you have stuff to do on this earth. Don't hurt yourself. Okay, you are loved. If you over here, we're gonna give you some. Let me give you some flowers. You are loved. If you on the right side of things and you over here, you are loved. If you respect and honor yourself, you are loved. If you respect and honor other people, well, you catch my drift. You are loved over here, okay? So if you even have a moment of thinking that, oh, no, boo, come over here. Come right over here. We gonna give you some of that love, 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 love. You get some love, you get some love, and you get some love, okay, boo? All right, if you gotta cry it out, do what you gotta do. Do whatever you gotta do. But we not going to nobody's funeral on the collective side. You hear what I'm telling you? Let me say that again. We are not going to anybody's funeral on the collective side. No, we're not. No, we're not. Y'all got stuff to do. I can't wait to see y'all and hear your stories, and y'all got stuff to do. Okay, so no funerals on the collective side. All right, now the karmic side. Now the karmic side. Yeah, that's a different story. That's a different story. You hear me? So we have changes here, okay? Now for you, you're going through beautiful changes, okay? They're not. So since they were so gung-ho and so adamant trying to get you up out of here, all of those negative energies that they sent to you is happening to them. They're very pre-transitional of self, car accidents, they're getting sick from food, people setting them up, lining them up. The things that they so ever graciously wanted for you is happening to them. They're unemployed. Yeah, okay. That's not everybody, of course, but for the ones that are very low vibrational and unemployed, they have nothing to lose. You know, they just waste their time on frivolous and foolish things, and that's what's putting them in jail here. Okay. We have hiding something, but they're not hiding anything. They think that they are. They think that they're hiding, that they're trying to ambush you. But the bigger surprise is that the feds actually was able to get that on record or voice record, because I heard the Morse tap and I heard crinkling and cracking, and I was like, oh, okay. We do have financial failure, so that's actually on tape, and that's going to be coming out to the public. We have financial failure here. I love this. I love the season of Pisces. Pisces go deep in the mud. I love Pisces. I'll be tapping in deep, 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 deep. I love it. Anywho, we have financial failure here. And the financial failure, this is why they wanted to do it to begin with. This woman that was so adamant trying to harm you. So the reason why the woman was so adamant trying to harm you here is because let's keep it a buck. You look better than them. You are better than them. We're not saying in a cocky way. It's just confidence. It is what it is. You're not doing anything to warrant this type of erratic behavior. Okay, you just being you, and being you brings out sometimes the ugly or the worst in people, if that makes sense. But anywho, this woman here did not like who you were. You could be a man or a woman, however it resonates. But there's a woman that didn't like you, and they were in financial failure because they were doing a lot of underhanded, sneaky things, you know? And you saw what they were doing, and you called them out on their BS here, and they don't like that. So they were okay with joining up or clicking up with a group of imbeciles to come up against you here, and they've lost everything. They never had the money. So it could be a friend, eviction, it could be Aquarius, however it resonates. Maybe you have a friend that's an Aquarius, maybe you were a friend to an Aquarius, however it resonates. But there's someone that's being evicted right now, okay? This Aquarius could be married. You could be married, again, however it resonates. But we're just gonna go by friends. So you may have a friend that's an Aquarius that was married, but they're going through a lot of emotional exhaustion here. Abundance is in reverse. Okay, and then we have broke upright and then fake empress, however it resonates. So you may have an Aquarius friend, ex-friend, whatever, however, that's a woman that is going through a lot of financial constraints right now. Their marriage is falling apart, or the marriage has fell apart. Yeah, look, homeless. And their marriage is falling apart because this so-called friend or ex-friend or whatever here, they've been putting all their time and effort into you, and they didn't manifest anything good for trying to come up against you. They're a big liar. Yeah, big liar. Yeah. A big liar. Whatever. Okay, that has a lot of baggage, and the baggage was financial constraints. And they looked at you as some form of a dollar sign here. So they thought by working with other people to come up against you here that they was going to hit a lick or catch a lick. And you're no one's lick. You're not a lick to anybody. You're not going to put a price on my head. Don't expect me to find out and just sit back and let you do what you trying to do for me to get money off of me. Child, please. That's going to be a fight to the end. It's a war versus a battle. It's a war versus a battle. They can do whatever they want, but they ain't going to win this war, boo. And we seeing that clearly. They're not winning this war. How the hell you going to suit up in a war, but you only prepared for a battle? Oh, okay. Child, please. Anywho, we have justice here. Okay, we got justice here that you gonna get, that you are getting, and other people are going to see that you're getting it. Mushrooms is here. So as I mentioned, my background is spirituality, okay? That's just my belief in things. And my whole thing is, could you imagine if good people, or great people came together, congregate together for a great cause in regards to like affirmations, mantras, prayers, however way you'll do your thing, and we all come together on in a good setting, a good foot, right? And just our prayers, affirmations, and mantras coming together can destroy these evil individuals. I ain't gonna go too deep into that. That's another time, another story. But I'm telling you, the power of the tongue is very, very, very strong. The power of the tongue is very powerful. And then you standing in goodness or greatness as well, too. That's powerful as well, too. And they can't handle that. You know yourself and you powerful too? Nah, come on, man. It's like, are you going to give us a chance to beat you? If they feel so strong in their dark, black, sooted heart of theirs that they could beat you, they should be able to do it. You don't need a group of people to come up against one person. You don't need to ambush anyone because you don't like them for whatever reason. You don't like them karmic. If you by yourself, your black-hearted, sooted self, if you don't like the collective, have a conversation with the collective. Say how you feel. Stop trying to create chaos and mayhem amongst other people to rile them up for them to turn into your minions to attempt to attack the collective. You're barking up the wrong tree, karmic. And I say that plain talk, bad manners. Karmic, you are barking up the wrong tree. You're only prepared for a battle, but we are prepared for war. It's a big difference, eh? They prepared for battle, but we are prepared for war. If you've been in nothing but war for the majority of your life, that's going to come as very instinctual towards you or within you. You know how to do what you need to do. You are one of the most self-proficient and self-sufficient person that is able to stand within or in the midst of this so-called battle that they're trying to do towards you. One of the strongest. That's why they keep coming up against you by yourself. I'm just saying. And yes, I don't mean a physical war. I'm not meaning that. Okay? Everything don't have to be physical. Okay? Everything don't have to be physical. You said what? Oh, okay. Oh, let me go sit with my spirit real quick. Yo, okay. Ooh, damn. All you gotta do is call on your spirit team, your spirit guy, whoever, however way y'all do y'all thing. Call on your team, boo, your spirit team, and watch them take over and be like, yeah, we told you not to mess with that one. And people are learning that you're not the 2 or the 3. You're gonna always be the one. I'm gonna keep saying it. You're gonna always be the one, boo. Put it like this. They wanna battle with you, right? They want to battle with you. Future is in reverse, but they have no connection to self. They have no connection to a higher body of energy, spirit, deity, whatever, however, right? They don't have that connection. So they're going into this blindly. They're rounding up other clowns or more clowns to come up against you who all think the same way, who all move the same way. And how they move here, they move in one unison, maybe not. They use one part of somebody's brain to try to come up against you with no discernment. They're putting all their faith and trust into an actual person, but not even realizing because they lack the discernment that they should have or use to understand or to comprehend that this will not end well. They don't see that because they don't see themselves. So if you have a person that's trying to come up against someone like you who's fully aware as to who they are, who's fully aware of their discernment, who's tapping into their intuition, you won't lose, boo. Everything they do is head games and mind games. That's the first thing they aim for is your mind or your head. Or you shouldn't, and you shouldn't, you this and you that. And you're not any of these things in regards to what these riffraffs say that you are. You're not any of these things that they say. Clearly, they need you to go against yourself. They need you to go against your discernment so you can, oh, you know what? Yeah, maybe I am those things. You know, maybe what they're saying is true. It's not true. It's not. It's not true. It's just not. Yes, so they're trying to gather up people knowing that they could possibly go to jail. That's not showing that they care for their peers. Exactly. But they say here, and I'm going there, these are the ones that say they believe in God or their spirit team or themselves or whatever the case may be. They always saying that, I got God in my life. You do? Where? No, for real, where? Because if they did, they wouldn't be doing none of this foolishness that they're attempting to do. People can say whatever they want, but their actions most of the time don't add up to what they're saying. That's where you get the slick mouth or the slicksters come in because they're really good with their mouth or they're very suave with their words. Well, I'm going to just say that, and they're going to believe me. And the moment that you start to question, well, why is that? Or, where you get that from? Or can you elaborate more? Don't question me. How dare you this? How dare you that? It's what I said. It is what it is. You don't have to do any of that if you're speaking the truth. If they're claiming to be the truth as to what they say they are, you don't have to do any of that. You don't have to fight another person down. You don't have to argue with them. If it's the truth, it's the truth, right? And the truth of the matter here is that we have a group of childish adults here who can't find a mature part or aspect of self emotionally where they can come to terms to see that this is wrong. They would never see this as wrong. What they see is wrong is you speaking the truth about them. And you have to pay for speaking the raw truth about them. Child, please. Well, move in silence is yes. If you're using your discernment, you can move in silence. Nobody knows what you got going on. But people who are not connected with self, even though despite that they attempt to move in silence, they still can't move in silence. It's like an opossum or a mouse inside of a trash can. The moment that you open it up, you hearing things and you getting closer to the trash lid, and you know you put the trash lid on top properly, but for some odd reason you hearing trash crinkling inside the trash can, you getting close to it, you see a big behind possum. That's what they are, child. No discernment, and even though they're still trying to move in silence, does not equate to them moving in silence. They don't know how to do that. They always say the loud ones. What's that saying? They're loud, but they're empty inside. Or the loudest ones are some kind of saying or something like that, child. They ain't, look, we got protection in reverse. Protection in reverse. And they scared. Why are you scared? Use your discernment, Karmic. Ain't no way that I'm going to be aware of someone trying to plot against myself or y'all and not say anything. That's weird. We got the lantern here. The loudest are the weakest. Absolutely. The loudest bark don't bite at all. And you be like, okay, hey, little dog. Hey, okay, little. And they be foaming at the mouth and shit. This was fated for you to learn. Anyway. You were supposed to be aware of this. Okay? Imagine they behind your back trying to plot on you. They can't even do it publicly because they know if they were shown publicly in regards to what they were trying to do towards you, they will be embarrassed. And that's what they don't want. They don't want the shame, or they don't want to be embarrassed by the fact that you were truly, completely 1,000,000% correct in regards to who this riffraff trash is. It is what it is. And the community seeing them. Wait, you're going to try to do what towards the collective? Why would you try to harm the collective, put the collective in harm's way? Crickets. Crickets. You can even hear the grasshopper. You know how the grasshopper put their legs together and it make a sound? You can hear that. You can hear a pin drop. Anywho, we have the Five of Wands here, child. Okay. We got the Five of Wands here. They arguing, fighting with the moon. They confused because they don't know what's going on. How does the collective know? Don't worry about how we know what we know. The real question here, Karmic, is why are you doing this foolishness towards the collective? Because you say, and I'm quoting them, I'm the truth. I'm the real truth. I'm the real deal. Well, if you are all these things, well, why are you arguing and fighting if you are such the truth and the real deal? Huh, Karmic? Hey, Namanja. Kendrick Lamar said it best. Don't kill my vibe. Don't you dare do it. Now I gotta play that song when I'm done. Someone is from Martinique. You could be from the island of Martinique. We do have Five of Swords here. Yeah, they feel defeated. Because before all this can be put into motion, now you know what's going on. They trying to take a trip to your home or your house or your city or your town or your state or your country, however it resonates for you. They trying to come towards you to catch you off guard with the element of surprise. This would never be an element of surprise. Child, please. We have the Ten of Wands here. They feel very overworked, overburdened. It's like getting on the highway and you get a message to, hey, abort ship, don't do that. No, they know what we're doing. That's what's happening here. And they're like, well, what are we supposed to do? I don't know. I don't know, Karmic. What are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do? They abandoned it. Yeah. They abandoned it. Yep, and people are cutting ties. There is a male that's scared out their mind, child. They don't want no smoke with you. You don't want no smoke with you. They don't want to argue with you. They don't want to fight with you. There's somebody that's having a change of heart. But just because they're having a change of heart does not make them safe. They're still dangerous. If that makes sense. They're just scared that they don't want to get caught. So they're pulling away from the group here. And the group is very upset about that. They don't think it's right. We have escapism in reverse. So there is someone within the group that wants out of the group, but they're not able to get out of the group because the group has secrets on that person. And it's not secrets. They love the same sex. It's not a secret. Like I said, all of these things that people have been doing for years and years and generations and era, it's been happening for a long time. It's just that now that people can actually see, understand, and comprehend what people have been trying to hide behind the scenes. That's all it is. But we have love affair here. They're trying to escape, but they have pictures, they have videos, they have evidence that the person is trying to leave the group. They have evidence of a love affair between them and a same-sex person, and they don't want that leaked. What I just said, look, scare tactics. They don't want that leaked at all. They don't want that leaked. Are you crazy? They don't want that leaked. Look at the spider on this thing, child. Look at the spider. The spider like, I got you. I know all what you got going on. But again, they have no concept or awareness of self. They don't know who they are. They don't. And that could be spun in many different ways. They don't know who they are. That's why they hide it. They hide their true self because they don't know who they are, who they want to be, who they want to be with. They don't know any of that stuff. That's why they hide the true things that they want to do. They hide that from people because they know that if they were to bring that out, listen, in the shadows, they know that if they were to bring that out like full throttle in public, people be like, what are you doing? What's going on with you? Don't, like, people are going to look at them very odd. Identity theft. I love the way Spirit's speaking today. In the shadows and identity theft. Yes, they're in the shadows, taking other people's identities or trying to live other people's identity as themselves. This is why these individuals here were trying to come towards you here, because you had an identity that they actually adored, or more so they wanted. Okay? They didn't want you living life like how you live. You live freely, you're a very open person, vulnerable, whatever, however here. And they wanted to do that, but they can't do that with the type of things that they do behind the scenes here. So they have tendencies. They do. They have tendencies that if anyone was to see what they were doing, a lot of people wouldn't rock with that at all. They would be considered the black sheep because of the type of things that they do. So they want to emulate you, they want to copy you, they want to do what you're doing, but they can't do what you're doing because they are not you. And that makes them even more upset or irate or angry or belligerent because they can't do what you do. They can't do what you do. I'll give this as an example. Let's say there are two artists on here, right? One person, two people that draws pretty well, right? One person, they're destined to become a great, profound, world-renowned artist. That's in their chart. That's in the stars for them. That's what was created for them when they were placed on earth. But another person saw that this person has immaculate, beautiful artistry, drawings, or singing, or whatever the case may be, and they want to do, oh, I want to do that too. I want to do that too. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, it's nothing wrong with that. But the moment that they started to do what exactly that you're doing is the moment when they realize that they can't. And that's the moment where things start to turn or shift in a way that now you unexpectedly become their enemy or in a one-sided competition because of the gifts that you are expressing or you are showing or showcasing or whatever the case may be. They want you to not be at the top or the forefront of whatever gift that you may have. And they want to knock you out of your throne, your high throne that you sit upon, and they want to replace you with their nasty self, their nasty, smelly bottom self, to sit on your throne and to emulate or to continue on trying to be something that they're not. It's not going to work, boo. If you're not meant to be an artist, you're not meant to be an artist. I'm not saying it to be mean-spirited. That's just not your path. And you're going to have to find your path. The moment that you're able to find your path is the moment when you sit with self and learn all about the intricate parts of self. Some people are inspired by what you do. That's fine. But don't allow that inspiration to get to a point where it actually turns into hate, because that's crazy. I'm inspired by many of you guys. There's some things I can't do. I can't draw a lick of nothing. I can't draw. I can't sing either. And I don't say, oh, I'm the best. I don't do any of that. My lane is this. This is my lane, right? So I thrive in my lane. But if I see that you doing artistry or whatever, however there, I'm not going to be upset at you because you do it better than me. That's your lane. I hope that makes sense. Accept your destiny. They refuse to. They refuse to accept the destiny of what they came here to do. And sometimes some people are not here to do well. Some people are just not, they don't have it in the cards to have a good life. Hey, check your birth chart. That's all I can say. Check your birth chart. But you should not be penalized for the gifts that were given to you. That's not your fault. It's not your fault that you are very confident in the gift that was given to you or equipped with you when you came on this earth side. That's your gift. And you should not have to hide yourself because of the gift that you have. Especially if you're doing the work, you putting in the work, you taking care of yourself, you healing self, you speaking nothing but great things over yourself. You have every right to shine with that gift or skill set that you have. And don't allow no one to, Brenda says it's a blessing and a burden. It doesn't have to be. You're not a burden. Let me turn it a bit. You, collective, you're not a burden. You are a blessing. You are. And if at any time somebody sees you or deems you as a burden, that's not your person, that's not your people. So I respectfully disagree with you. I don't feel that your gifts are a burden. To who? To you or to them? Because more than likely it's coming from them, and they're trying to dampen your skill set, or they're trying to dampen your gifts as if it is a burden. It only becomes burdensome because they can't do what you do. That has nothing to do with you. That's nothing to do with you at all. Damn if you do, damn if you don't. Yeah, we attract negative people and positive people. And even so that you may attract negative people, you don't have to entertain it. You collectively, generally speaking, you, and you, and you, and you, and you. You are the author of your book. You are the author of your story. Only you can control what goes on in your life, your space, your environment, whatever the case may be. And if you see someone acting negative or they acting real, whatever, however nasty, or they're not being respectful towards you, you don't have to take that. That's what I'm saying. You don't have to take what people are trying to give to you. I hope that makes sense. Your gifts are not a burden. You're not a burden. Only someone that's telling me I'm a burden, you, because you don't like what I can do, because you can't do it. Okay. But I'm not going to be penalized because you can't do what I do. Sorry, but not sorry. I'm going to do what I was put here to do, whatever that is for you, however that resonates. Growth mindset. Growth mindset. Do you not see this beautiful brain in a plant? And to be honest, the brain is growing outside of this little box that was placed here for the brain or for the plant to grow. You were not here to be placed in anyone's box of limitation. You were not. I need to make that very clear. Collective. You were not placed here to be in anybody's limited box or mindset. You were not. You are a big fish. You are a big fish that deserves to live out in the ocean. A big fish, they try to put you in a small fish tank bowl. You ain't gonna grow, or you outgrew your environments. You outgrew your circumstance. And that is what you are supposed to do. You are supposed to outgrow people, persons, places, and things. You are supposed to outgrow things, people, and places. That's how you elevate self. That's how you grow self. And if you got somebody coming around you and trying to sequester, trying to squash your growth, those are not your people. They're not. They're not your people. They're not your people. So Miss Jenny says on TikTok, meanwhile, treat them with respect, but as equal because they are. No, ma'am. I respectfully disagree. No, ma'am. I will not treat someone as an equal when they don't even see me as such. I don't have to cause harm and chaos and all that stuff. I'm not doing all that to you. But if I'm coming towards you with a good intention, and you see that I'm coming towards you with a good intention, but you're not able to reciprocate that back to me, you're not going to get any respect from me. You're not going to get any energy from me. We're not even going to connect. I'm just going to leave you right where you are. But in regards to treating someone as if they can't treat me in that way, you won't get that from me. I'm just being honest. No, ma'am. Respectfully, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. Nope. I respect myself that much that I won't put myself in a compromising position knowing that I see the red flags. Oh, you ain't this and you ain't that and you would never. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. What else, Spirit? Yeah, ego. Ego. Of the sheeple. Of the sheeple. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. You mean at first place treat anyone like that? I get where you're saying. But that's another topic. That I will have to come back on there and break that down a different time. But I understand what you mean. I'm gonna move forward though. So with the ego and sheeple here, the ego is what's taking over or superseding these individuals with this egoic mindset or group mindset thinking, herd thinking, but it's very negative. They never wanted you to see yourself as the big fish. They always wanted you to see yourself as the small fish, which is why they felt very comfortable putting you in a very small bowl of life. They never wanted you to see the fullness of life. You really can't see a lot when you're in a very small bowl and you're bigger in size, a fish size. If that makes sense, you belong out free, doing what you need to do for self. Yeah, YOLO. YOLO, yeah. Yeah, YOLO. Okay. because they see your size or your nature. Let's call you the shark, a big fish, right? You the big fish, right? And they see that stature within you, and they're this small, and they're coming up against you. But you, in we'll just use that as an example. You're like, I wouldn't say harmless, but you're not one to provoke others. Yes, your stature or your energy is bigger in size, but your first intention is not to provoke someone because you know how big you are in energetic stature or size. If that makes sense. But they never wanted you to see that. So in order for them to start to chip away at the energy that you emit or you project out, they have to start speaking ill about you. Oh, you ain't this and you ain't that. And if they get enough people to come up against you, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, 50, 100 people, whatever, however, people coming up against you, well, now the community of people are seeing, well, dang, all them people don't like that one person. Well, what's going on with that one person? Dang, what that one person did. I can't believe they would do something like that. And this is how they have been successful over the years in regards to people like you or individuals like you. You're by yourself, you're minding your business, you staying to yourself, you taking care of business, whatever you're doing, you ain't bothering nobody, you're not nobody's lane, you ain't trying to, you just doing what you're doing, right? And the moment that they realize that you are not able to fall into line in regards to what they're doing here, now they want to come together. Well, you can't trust this person, and this person is this, and this one is that, and blah, 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 and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. And you be like, yo, what's going on with you? Why are you acting like that? Well, what I do, Yeah, secret life. They're trying to keep their secret life under wraps. Could they have kept their secret life under wraps? I do believe so. I do. If they did not came for you, or if they have not come for you. Yeah. I do feel, and I'm going to be honest, I felt like if they would have left all alone, well alone, meaning things didn't work out in the way that they anticipate, they go their way, you go your way, I do feel like that they may have gotten away with it. I'm being completely honest with you. I do. Feel like they would have gotten away with it if they would have left you alone. But no. They just had to make an example out of themselves, not of you, because you didn't do anything to this person or group of people, but they had to make an example out of themselves to prove to you just how weak that they are. Let me say that again. They had to prove to themselves and other people just how weak they are to themselves. Because all they're doing is showing you their weakness. That's all they're doing. And they realize that you're not weak as them, and they're trying to get you to be in that same predicament or situation as them. So what do? They start to compile false evidence. They start to compile egregious reports. They start to pile whatever they can pile. Hey, can you say this about this person? And can you, and we got this. And all the evidence that they have is from the experience of life that they've experienced. All of the things that they said that you do, sleeping around, being a gardening tool, digesting powerful things, et cetera, et cetera. These are the things that you weren't doing. Hold on, I'm getting a... They were even saying that you were being a gardening tool for money and setting people up for money. You didn't do any of that foolishness. You don't even go outside. I mean, you don't even go outside. But anywho, with the evidence and sheeple here, they're basically telling their life story. They want you to live their life story as you live their life. So when they say, well, what evidence do you have? Well, yeah, and remember, as I mentioned before, people can only treat you based on their level of experience. People can only teach you from their level of experience. Some people don't have a lot of experience. Some people do. It depends on what type of experience it is. They have experience in outside things, gardening tool things. That's their experience in. And they're very well versed in the outside activities that they like to do. So since they've mastered those outside activities and they know for a fact you're not doing it, the lie is going to be so juicy, or the gossip is going to be so juicy because they're the one that's doing it. Yeah, and I saw them with this one, I saw them with that one, knowing darn well they didn't see you with anybody. But they're literally telling their life story as if it's yours, and it's not. And you be like, wait, what? They did what? Nah, get out of here. They didn't. Yes, they did. And and they got the evidence, but the evidence is coming through based on the experience that they experience. You're not dealing with smart individuals here, man. I'm going to keep saying it. They not intelligent. They unintelligent. Literally, everything starts with the mind. I promise you. All they do is speak foolish things, foolish BS through their mind. That's all they speak. It doesn't make sense. Truly, it doesn't make sense. Well, where's the evidence? They only have hearsay of evidence. They don't have factual paperwork of evidence. And whatever paperwork that they have is falsified. Is sheephole, a secret life of falsified information. Falsified information that they want hidden. Well, if it's the truth, why do you need for it to be hidden? Why do you need a sheep full of idiots or a sheep full of CUNTs to corroborate this foolish story? Again, they don't make sense. These people make sense? Come on. These people not making sense. My God. They don't want to come around you. They want other people to come around you to harm you. They're talking about you behind your back, but they'll never come around to say how they truly feel around you. You're not understanding how weak-minded this individual or group of CUNTs are. This is a weak-minded group of sheeples is what they are. Weak-minded. It is a comedy show. It sure is a comedy show. Because when you can sit back and you can really understand why they do things the way that it do. And there's a reason why I say that. The moment that you're able to understand or get another or a new level of perception as to why people do the things that they do, you'll be like, for real, that's it? Like, when you sit down and break it down, you'd be like, yo, that's the reason why they're doing this? No, for real, that's the reason why? And when they can't get their way, the last thing they want to do is that they want to bring forth harm towards you when all else has failed, right? When all else has failed in regards to what they have been attempting to do towards you, the last resort that they resort to is some form of violence, because they tried talking bad about you, that didn't work. They tried to spell work, that didn't work. They tried to get people to come up against you. Nothing worked. And because here you go with your la-di-da self, you living life as you should. You have every right. You don't need permission from anybody to live life how you see fit. Okay? And the moment that they see that you don't give a E, F, G, H, I, J, or K is the moment it starts to turn them into something that they said or claimed that they never were, a tyrant. Man, I'll never hurt nobody, man. What they talking about? I would never do that. But yet you ignoring them and you moving on with life, and they're infuriated and agitated that you're moving forward with life. Baby. Oh, man. As I told you guys, I'm going back to school to be a psychoanalyst. And when I say I am thoroughly enjoying the courses, I'm like, give me more, give me more. No, for real. I'm so enjoying it. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. You just be like, yo, like, that's it. That's why they doing that. So Miss Jamie says on YouTube, then stop worrying about what I'm doing. They can't work, they won't be able to because you don't fit the narrative in regards to what they're trying to push on to you. Is this cleaning house? You've cleaned the house as you should. You should always clean your home. It could be your physical home or it could be the home of self. You should always be refreshing, regenerating, rejuvenating the aspect of self, which is your home. You don't want dirt in your home. That can go for sexually, that can go for mentally, that can go for physically, that can go for emotionally, that also can go for financially as well too. You must clean all aspects of all areas of self. You must. You must. Ooh, I like that FICO analysis. Ooh, I like that. I never heard of that. That's a good one. Okay. Is it called FICO or is it psychoanalysis? I want to make sure I'm reading it correctly. Let's see what else. Like, look at the red glove. You see the red glove and whoever this person's, they're taking, it's like a biohazard, you know? They're wearing gloves, or it looks like a glove. We're going to act like it's a glove. And they don't want to get their hand dirty. And on that glove, it don't really look too, you know, it don't really look too inviting, this red glove here, okay? It can give off other, you know, cues. And this person is trying to clean up whatever out of their life. It's so dirty that it even spread to their wrist or to their arm. Every day you must be cleansing yourself. Every day you should be doing something to enhance the quality of your life. Every day, whatever it is. It could be you reading a page a day. It could be you taking a walk, you know, walking for 5 minutes. It could be for, I don't know, drinking tea. Whatever, however way y'all do y'all thing. But every day you should be elevating yourself to become the best version of yourself on a day-to-day. Every day, every day. Don't settle for less. Don't settle for less. Don't you dare settle for less. Yeah. Don't you dare. Yeah, they try to antagonize you to get into this facade of fighting and arguing. Why do I have to fight you? You don't like me, so I gotta fight you because you don't like me? I'm not fighting you. We got caught in the act. And just because I don't want to fight you does not make me weak. I'm not a weak person. I just don't want to fight you. Why do I have to fight you? Because you don't like me. What? That's a one-sided thing. We in here. We got caught in the act. Hey, Mr. Beautiful. We got caught in the act here. Low vibration. They want you to argue and fight with them because that's what's going to enhance the foolishness. And if they see you, oh yeah, see, I told you they care. I don't care about you, boo. I don't care about you, Karmic. I don't care about you. Say whatever you want to say because I know you're not going to come out and say it publicly. The only way they'll come out and say something publicly is that when they feel backed by the people that they've been lying about you too. Look, didn't I just mention goldfish? I said a fish in a fish bowl and look how it came out. A fish in a fish bowl. And look how beautiful this fish is. It's so golden. The opportunities are golden. If that makes sense. You're going with the flow of life. You are a big fish that they're trying to cap on your abilities, or they're trying to limit your abilities or your skill sets. No. What else, Spirit? We have drums here. Okay, we can look at drums as a form of an ancestral thing. We can also look at drums as a part of you listening to the inner guidance of self. Like you hear the rumbling of self or the inner guidance, or your ears could be popping. Or when something bad, or when something feels off, you just know how to move. There could be for war as well too. I want to look at this as your ancestors or your spirit guides or your team, however way you do your thing. But to me, this gives me spiritual, like shamanic drums, like sounding the alarm. And when you hit drums, they make certain sounds, right? The way how you hit the, position yourself to hit the drums, it gives you a different type of sound. You could be hearing war cries or war battle, however it resonates. I could just put that in so many ways, child. I could just put it. Okay. Okay, we got Scorpio. Ooh, Scorpio. That's me, but I ain't gonna be too different. Well, we do have Scorpio here, okay? It says the Scorpion could symbolize the unseen dangers of urban life, such as toxic relationships, corrupt institutions, or the risk of digital privacy breaches in the tech-driven world. It may also represent the persistence of issues like systemic racism or classism in the modern cityscape, okay? And then we have, so this is the crown here. Who wears the crown? Who's wearing the crown right now? Is it you or is it them? Think wisely. Who is wearing the crown right now in this so-called war that they keep trying to inflict on you? Is it you or is it them? Do you know where the crown comes from? Well, the crown is, of course, your head, but also the messages or divine messages that you do receive. If you look closely into this picture here, there are two worlds. There are two globes, two worlds. I'm going to look at this as spiritual world versus the mundane world. That's how I'm going to look at this. And you are completely balanced or soon to be balanced to where you see the good and the bad of everything. And it allows you to connect. So because you're holding the crown and you're wearing the crown, and this is the star chakra, also known as the crown chakra, this is where you receive your messages from the divine. This crown is set right on top of your head. It looks like an antenna. It sure do. We could put it in that way. Absolutely. And if you look closely, there's, I forget the name of the bird, but it's a specific bird that carries this type of plant or flower in their mouth. And I believe that bird represents peace. I think it's the dove. I believe it's the dove. But if you wearing the crown, who gonna take it off your head? Who? Them? Someone that's disconnected from self, someone who don't have a crown that's sitting on top of their head, and they see you with the crown on your head and they're trying to yank that off. Absolutely not. Don't let nobody yank your crown off your head. Nobody. Nobody. Huh? Nobody. Don't let nobody take your crown or snatch your crown off your head. That's yours. You earned that. And with wearing the crown, because it's not a one size that fit all, that crown was made specifically for you. It takes a lot to be able to wear this crown. Not everybody can wear a crown in this nature. Look how beautiful this crown is. It takes a lot for a person to be able to stay in a high, vibrant state daily. It takes a lot for someone to not to succumb to the darker things of life. It takes a lot. So that crown was specially made for you and only you. I can't wear your crown and you can't wear mine. So y'all know where I'm coming from with that. Let me tap into a little bit more, and then I'm getting off here. Give me something to eat. We we have children in reverse. Okay, why is children here? Okay, they're calm. All right, so children are going to be calm, or children are going to be okay or safe from this, okay? They're safe from a karmic relationship or a toxic relationship, however it resonates. That's the message, okay? So if you're worried about a child right now, they're safe, okay? Okay. Yeah, we have lost in reverse, okay? So that's a good sign, okay? All right, let's come off with children and see what else needs to be said, stated. Okay, we have message of forgiveness and regrets. So this is back to the karmic here. Message of forgiveness is in reverse, and then regret is upright. So there's no forgiveness in any of this. They're just going through a lot of regret, a lot of the shoulda, coulda, woulda. They wish they would have never done this towards you. They wish that they would have thought this out. But they know that people are watching them. Bigger people are watching them. They know that the community is watching them. You are watching them. Everybody's watching them. And that's what they weren't, that's not what they wanted to happen. They wanted people to be watching you and watch you fall or succumb to what they were doing towards you. And it's the complete opposite. You are sitting back on your chair, your throne, whatever, however, and you are watching, literally, you're watching this so-called sand castle empire that they have created is being destroyed before your eyes. You're going to see them fall publicly. You're going to see them fall publicly. That's what they wanted for you. Okay, their wish is their command. No problem. And it's happening to them, and they can't handle it. Yeah, see what happens when you want 15 minutes of shame. You got to be very careful in regards to what you want for other people, because you might not be aware. It might just come on back to you. It might just. So be careful how you treat people. Be careful how you spew evil things towards people, because not everybody going for that. Yes, it was made publicly, and it needed to be made publicly because of what they were doing behind the scenes. They played too much in the dark behind the scenes. Now it's time to give them the show that they so ever craved and wanted. They wanted this show, the 15 minutes of shame. We're going to give it to them, and we're going to sit back and just watch them fall and plunder like the clowns that they are. Could be a Scorpio. Okay, Virgo, however it resonates. We have Capricorn, okay? So somebody worried about their period, or you haven't had your period yet, it's coming, okay? That's all I'm saying, it's coming. If you think you're pregnant, you're not, okay? We have Capricorn. We have Gemini. We have Cancer. Pisces. I'm going to do 3 more. Gemini. Sagittarius. Capricorn. All right, strong Capricorn. However resonates in your story, okay? So if that resonates, please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification. Somebody said Hercules, Hercules. I'm here, Hercules, Hercules. But please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Till next time, thank you guys for being here. You are so loved. Yes, yes, yes. Flowers, 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 flowers. Yes, I will see you on the next one. Bye, TikTok. Flowers, flowers, flowers. Bye, boo. Thank you. Oh, no, wait. Wait, what happened? Okay. See you later, flowers, flowers, flowers. I'm not going to save this here. I got to go to YouTube to watch it, but I'll see y'all in the next one. Flowers. Bye, YouTube. Love, love, love you guys. Flowers, flowers, flowers. I will see you on the next one. Thank you.